Let's see. How are we doing? Let's try to refresh all the different platforms here. Boom. There you go. Twitch seems to be going smooth. That's good. Kick seems to be going well. YouTube seems to be going well. Hey, welcome everybody to the stream. I'm Mr. Do Good. We're actually going live to 3 different platforms right now. I'm very excited for that. Let's see. Yeah. All right. Let's just close this right here. I'm very excited. All right. Yes. Welcome. So please pardon some of the technical difficulties that we had there as we were trying to go live before. I'm just new to this whole thing, and I like to take on challenges. You know what I mean? So why just go live to Twitch or YouTube or Kick when you can do it to all 3? Well, you run into some issues here and there. My OBS, I clicked on the wrong order, or actually had the wrong encoder set for Twitch, and then it was glitching out with some of the other ones. But anyways, here we are. We got it all figured out. It seems like everything's going smooth, which I'm very happy about that. Let's say done over here. So yeah, so I'm very excited to be joining you guys here today for my second day of live streaming. Yesterday went okay. We had some issues going into going into YouTube, but that's okay. It seems like we got it figured out today, and I'm very excited for that. And yeah, I'm starting a new journey. I'm trying some new things. This time I'm going to be in front of the camera rather than behind the camera, which I normally am. And I'm very excited for that. One of the things that we're going to talk about today is, well, if you don't know, my whole idea, my whole plan behind this stream is to, create a community of people that like to talk about tech, that like to talk about gear and cameras and, excuse me for a minute, just kind of fix this microphone right here. Talk about different things that I'm excited about and just build a community. I live in a small town USA, and sometimes I can't find people that really share some of the passions that I have. So hopefully I can find, we can go on this journey together and we can talk about fun new things. You can jump in the chat and tell me what kind of things you guys love to do and whatever. And so I'm very excited for that. And yeah, I love, like I talked about, I love photography. I've been working in the film, TV, entertainment industry, for a long, long time. And, mostly behind the camera, and have my own production company. And I used to do that. And now, because of life circumstances and the way they are, I have a very compacted schedule in which I can do some work. So that's why I decided to kind of go with live streaming. So I have a very specific schedule. Hopefully next week we'll be able to stick with that. And it's going to be mostly in the mornings, and I'll be able to come in here and we'll be able to share, all the things that are happening, bring some a little bit of entertainment to your life and have a good time, because, you're probably out there working, busting your butt, doing what you got to do. And we all got to do the things that we got to do. But sometimes you want to have something in the background to kind of help you relax, or just kind of like keep you entertained while you're doing some busy kind of work. And hopefully bring you some entertainment that you can have a good time with. I've been watching some videos of art creators in my time here. And, that's been keeping me entertained. Watching the likes of the Burnt Peanut and Gingy and Nick Merckx and Symphony and Ninja and all those people doing a really good job of entertaining me. And so hopefully I'll be bringing some entertaining value to you guys. Maybe not playing Arc Raiders right away. We'll be playing some retro games because, sometimes you just got to play some of the good old classics. And as I'm starting this new journey, I was like, you know what? We're going to be playing some classic games to kind of get us started a little bit. So that's my plan. That's what we're going to be doing. But today, you know what? Canon did something really cool. They released 2 brand new lenses. And let's go over there and see what's going on. Here we are. So they released the RF 14mm 1.4, and they also released a 7 to 14mm 2.8 to 3.5 fisheye lens. What's really cool about this fisheye lens is that it gives you this crazy, circular perspective that people use for when they're doing like really extreme skateboard videos and stuff like that. So it's really interesting to see if you've been waiting for a lens like that from Canon. They've got you covered. The one thing though is that, if you like this kind of stuff, it's going to cost you, for the 2.8 to 3.5, it's going to be $1,900. And if you want to get that sweet 1.4 bokeh goodness, you're gonna have to fork up $2,600 for that lens. Now, I've had one fisheye lens back in the day, and it was an 8 point something millimeter lens from Nikon on a crop body. And it was a lot of fun. It was a lot of fun for like taking really unique pictures and stuff like that. But I found it leaving it in my bag more often than not and not really using it that much. So I think this, if you're really interested in this kind of lenses, you probably have a good taste for getting those kind of really weird, interesting, and wide shots and being really close to the action. Because in order to get some good shots here, you're gonna have to be really, really up close in order to get those juicy banger shots that people like to get. You got to be careful with some distortion, as with any lens like this, with a 14 millimeter. I have a 14 millimeter that I use from time to time, and I bought a Samyang 14 millimeter. Let me see if I can get it. Let me see if I can reach for it. Hold on. Here we are. So yeah, so we got the Samyang 14 millimeter right here. There's the one that I use normally. And I got this lens back a while ago because I wanted to start doing some vlogging. And I didn't want to go full-fledged and get a 16 to 35 2.8 for like $2,000 or $3,000. I was like, that's not in my budget. So I was like, what can I find that has like autofocus and it's wide enough for me to do that kind of stuff? So I decided to go with the Samyang 14 2.8. It's an EF lens, and it's pretty good. It's really wide, and the autofocus is not great sometimes, but it does the job. And I've used it a lot when it comes to real estate photography. There's a while there that I did quite a bit of real estate photography, and that lens came in really, really handy to make sure you got some really cool shots of the interior or of different places. And it really helped because there's a lot of times there were some tight quarters, and in order to get a full shot of everything that was going on that you want to showcase, you had to like really lean against that corner and really try to set it up in a way that you can see everything. So if you're doing real estate photography, I highly recommend this 14 millimeter Samyang, or the brand new lens that came out from Canon. This Samyang lens probably went for around $300 to $400. It's 2.8. If you're looking for a little bit more low light, option, this one will give you a 1.4, and you can do some beautiful astrophotography with this kind of lens. So yeah, give it a shot, but you're gonna have to, fork up $2,600 for this kind of lens. If you're looking for a little something more versatile, this is where the 2.8, 3.5 comes in, and you might not get that additional light coming in. It's only a 2.8, not a 1.4, but it gives you a flexibility of going from a really crazy fisheye look, like we've seen here, to the 14 millimeter as well. So yeah, those are the news coming out of Canon today. That was very exciting to see. Excuse me, man, I get parched when I'm talking so much. This is something that I'm gonna have to change my my jetty here, jetty. Sometimes with my accent, my wife makes fun of my accent when I say jetty. Whatever, it's all good. We're having a good time. Delicious, refreshing. So yeah, that's all the news from Canon today. Let me know what you guys think. Are you guys looking to get this lens? Not get this lens? Do you have a lens like this that fills your needs? Let me know in the comments. Let me know in the chat. Now, here's another crazy news. Yesterday, I went on a little bit of a rant talking about AI and all the bad things that it's doing in the world, or how is this putting a lot of people in the entertainment industry out of business. And one of the disturbing news that I saw was Multibook. So basically, AI agents out there, AI bots, have gone ahead and created their own Facebook. That's right. They created their own Facebook, and they're communicating with each other, and only AI agents are allowed to make pages and accounts and things like that. Humans are allowed to go in there and check it out. But basically, AI is creating their own Facebook as if it wasn't toxic enough, and now they're creating their own, and they gone in there and they're talking about all sorts of different things. And we got some ads on Spotify. Let's see, I think we've had enough with music. Maybe I should just sign up for Spotify. That way I won't have to have you guys listen to some ads. Let me just, let's see, can we mute it? Mute. There you go. Are we muted? We're muted right now. So yeah, so what do you guys think? Do you think it's a good idea for AI to be having their own Facebook and just kind of be planning world domination behind our, or right in front of us actually? You're just going right there and doing it. So I'm curious to see what you guys think about this whole situation with Moltbook and AI kind of having their own Facebook now. That seems really bizarre and weird, but whatever. We'll see how that plays out. Now, another set of news that I want to share is related to technology and social media, and something that we talked about yesterday, especially with so much AI taking over social media nowadays. And that's the fact that Spain and Greece are planning on doing a social media ban like some of the other countries have, restricting social media for kids under 16, 14, and things like that. And I wanted to give you my take on it because as a parent of two kids, one of them, we gave him a phone when he was going into middle school, and the other one we haven't yet, and he hasn't been asking for it. They've had iPads before, but we did allow one of my kids to have social media, the oldest kid. And, you know, it's kind of like a double-edged sword. And, you know, when I tell people about this, the one positive thing that I would say is that it's taught kids how to do videos. It's taught them how to do editing, how to, you know, interact with people and communicate in certain ways, but it's also been very toxic in certain ways as well. We've all talked about the highlight reel effect of our lives and how we're just seeing the best moments of people's lives and we don't really see the down moments. So we tend to, you know, have anxiety about our lives and think like, well, they're always so happy, we're doing so great. And if it's difficult for an adult to comprehend and deal with, it's even more difficult for, you know, younger kids who are not quite as mature, who have not had quite as many life experiences as we have. So, you know, I think it's good that we're putting bans in place for younger kids when it comes to social media and devices and the like. And I used to be in the belief that, hey, listen, there are parental settings that you can do to limit their access to it, and you can monitor in certain ways. And I will tell you, after struggling with it for the past couple of years, yes, there are central parental settings that you can do. I think Apple has some of the better ones. They're still not foolproof. And kids have found ways to get around them. So I'll go and all of a sudden I see my kid hasn't asked for time or whatever. And I'm like, how the hell? And if it turns out that there was an update that was just pushed out and then one of the settings got deleted or it got changed. And then it's kind of like, okay, well, what was the whole point of me setting that up if now he's going to just get around it? So it's not always as clear cut as the situation. It's not always as easy. And and I'm really into technology, I can figure things out pretty quickly. I'm a pretty tech savvy person. And even myself, I find myself having a hard time figuring some of these things out. And also you have things like Snapchat. Snapchat doesn't let you see what the messages are. Actually, none of the apps let you see what the messages are. And Snapchat, the messages disappear. So you don't even know what kind of conversations your kids are having, what kind of things they're being exposed to. You can set up some controls when it comes to explicit content and things like that. But it's not quite as robust as it should be. For example, you know, I wish there was a way to filter explicit content on Instagram. There's a lot of music out there that sometimes it's not the best for our kids. And I wish there was a way that could be enabled so that music wouldn't show up on their feed or they wouldn't be able to use it. But that's not the case. And they're able to find ways to get around it. So, you know, maybe having some regulations and keeping kids from going on some of this stuff a little bit sooner than they should would be a good idea. I don't know how that would work in the United States, but it's good to see other places around the world that are kind of like taking on this challenge. And we'll see what the final solution is. I will tell you one thing now that they're restricting the use of phones in schools and stuff like that. I think it's been a lot better for our kids. You hear stories of kids being more interactive with each other, during lunchtime, being able to have more conversations. And that's really good to hear and see, and them paying more attention to class. You know, I sound like an old person. It's like, oh, back in my day, but you know, we didn't have these distractions when we were growing up, so it was probably a little bit easier for us. And, you know, as with any new technologies and new things, we had to try to find ways to see how they can help us and not hinder us as we go through our life. They're supposed to be tools to help us, right? Not tools that make us numb and distracted or dumb or whatever. So yeah, I would love to know your thoughts. Am I crazy? Am I doing a hot take here? Do you think that kids should have phones at a young age? Do you think they should have access to all social media accounts without restriction? Do you think the parental controls and the different platforms work? I'll tell you one thing while we're on the subject. I feel like some of them have this parental controls as a way to fulfill a marketing gimmick. And be like, oh yeah, we have parental controls, but then you go through it and they're a joke. They don't really limit much of anything. And sometimes they can even go in and turn it off themselves. So it's just kind of like, are you really doing anything? Should there be a more restrictive form of it? You know, I think there should be. You guys let me know. What do you guys think? My experience with Snapchat, with TikTok, with Instagram hasn't been the best. The only one that I think that I would recommend is the one from the iPhone, iOS, and even that one, like I said, sometimes they'll reset certain things and you're like, what happened? I thought I had set something up. So yeah, that's my take on the whole social media, young kids. My youngest hasn't asked for social media, which is great. I'm happy. He's very technologically savvy. He's got his iPad. He talks to his friends. He plays online. They have communications on FaceTime. I'm able to hear it. His door's always open. And he hasn't asked for a phone, which is great. And I'm like, you know what? The longer we can go without the phone, the better. There might be some situations in which we might have to have a house phone that we can use just in case my youngest son has to go skiing or hanging out with a friend and he doesn't want to have his parents right on top of him or nearby. And I think that's something that we're going to be moving towards, just taking like an old phone, adding a new house line. And then if somebody needs to take that, they can use that. And then, you know, we can stay in touch and things like that. Have you guys done something like that? Let me know in the comments down below. But yeah, so that's what I wanted to talk about in terms of this new legislation that's going on in Europe. Now, one of the things that I wanted to talk about is, let me just pause the music right here, is my love for like people taking old school designs and kind of bringing them into the new era. And there was this great, one of the things that's really piqued my interest when I was getting into this was this little Macintosh studio that Scott here made. And I wanted to share with you guys.
This is what I'm calling the Macintosh Studio. It's an iPad mini dock on a Mac Studio with a few built-in features. And here's why I made it.
Isn't that cool?
One, the Mac Studio takes up a lot of room on my desk. It's really designed to sit under your monitor, but I already have enough stuff under my monitor, so this thing is just getting pretty annoying. Two, completely unrelated, but I've been wanting a dock for my iPad mini. Currently, I don't have it plugged in.
So yeah, so this guy went through and he actually designed this whole dock for his studio, and he used the iPad mini as a monitor. And he used it to go to like a coffee shop and just kind of like make it like a portable device that he can go to different places and use it. And I thought it was really cool. I just thought it was a great way to like pay homage to like the original Macintosh. If you can see, let me just show you right here. Right behind me, we have the old school Macintosh right there. Can you hear me? Yep. So right here, there it is. I bought this last year. I saw it online on Facebook Marketplace. It was going for about less than $200 or something like that. And I've been wanting one, and I found one, and I was like, I just ran to it, and I found this 512 kilobyte model. And yeah, I love it. I think it's, you know, I don't know about you guys, but growing up, one of the things that blew me away, a friend of mine had the original Macintosh, and I went to his house and we were playing this game, and I was just sitting there and just in awe of what this thing was. And I was like, this is just amazing. And I was born a long time ago. It was in the 80s. I'm an 80s kid. And I remember having, let's call it a computer, but it was like a green dot screen with big green dots, and the floppy disk. Not the little sloppy ones, the big ones. I had like the 5 or 6 inch 6x6 dark black floppy that would get insert on the side of this freaking massive computer. And that's what I had. And it was like nothing. It was like the most random thing. It was like hard to do. Besides doing command prompts and things like that, it wasn't something that a kid could use. But then came the Macintosh with the graphical user interface, with the mouse, with the keyboard, that you can do so many things with. And it was just mind blowing. And I remember a few years later, they came up with an Atari, and I started doing ISKI art. So I would just go through and just, I skip space, and then we do like a dash, or you write a different letter, and then you can press enter, and you go back down, and you write something else. So that was my first introduction to the Macintosh, and I was like, man, this thing's amazing. And ever since, I just love Apple and all the things that they do and the design. So it's great to see Scott here coming up with some really great idea on how to, carry his little Mac Studio, make it more interesting.
This isn't actually...
And, I thought that was really cool. And then he also did something that I think I have to get. I had to find it somewhere. But he made this iPhone dock for the iPhone. And he was getting pirated a lot, unfortunately. But it was really
cool.
This video
is sponsored by Bamboo Lab and made in collaboration
we should talk about 3D printing and how cool it is.
One of my favorite iPhone features is standby mode. Basically, when you charge your iPhone horizontally, it goes into this full screen clock experience with widgets and apps all designed for easy glanceability. For example, if I set a timer right now and put the phone in standby mode, the whole screen displays the remaining time on my timer. Anyway, a couple of days ago, this music producer and artist named Overwork hit me up with this idea to design an iPhone dock specifically for standby mode. And so yeah, thanks for watching.
So anyway, yeah, they got these two guys created like an awesome little dock that you can just set up for your phone. And I think it's really cool. So you can see it right here, the way you can see, there you go, right there, how it looks. And I think it's pretty neat. If you guys are with, I think he gives you the file if you want to print it yourself, or you can buy it directly from him. I think that's going to be a birthday gift for me. I think that's something that I'm probably might be interested in asking my wife for. And I can just have it in my nightstand as I go to sleep. I can just plug my phone in, or it's actually wireless charging. And then that'd be kind of cool. So yeah, so that kind of like started my whole passion for this gone retro idea of like, how are people merging old school designs and techniques. Did I show you? I don't think I was showing you. Let me go back. Sorry. Well, how far back did I not show you guys anything? Did I show you guys a portable Mac Mini, the Mac Studio? Anyways, this was the Mac Studio that I was talking about. This is what I'm
calling the Macintosh Studio.
So he grabbed this iPad Mini and a Mac and the Mac Studio and kind of fused them together using 3D design, 3D printing. So he created this. Got awesome dude, creates awesome content. So he created that, and then the dock. Sorry, I hope that I was showing you guys this when I was talking about it.
This video is sponsored by Bamboo Lab and made in
learning how to be
collaboration
a streamer
with Overwork.
and doing all the stuff.
One of my favorite iPhone features is standby mode.
That's really cool, and I think that's what I'm going to be asking for a birthday gift maybe. So it's this dock that you can just put on standby mode, and you can it's pretty neat. So I was really fascinated by incorporating old school ideas, old school design concepts, and how you incorporate them into the new devices and new gadgets that we have in our everyday lives. Because I think there's a sweet spot that we can find, right? When this whole digital age came in, and even with Tesla, like everything goes in one screen and everything's digital and different menus, which it can be very efficient. It can be very good. But for example, when it comes to a car, I want to be able to like reach and touch something and know that I can just simply I know by muscle memory where I can go and flip it. If I'm flipping the temperature on the car, or switching the radio, or adjusting the temperature, sometimes it's good to have these physical knobs they have a good purpose and they have good design. Now, when you have in some of these electric cars, you got to go in and you got to adjust the vents by going on a screen, and that just takes your eyes off the road when you're driving. And I think that, I would love to see as we're going forward and we start shifting back a little bit more to like, user experience and user design and how it actually works in the real world. combining some of those, old school ideas and designs with some of the newer tech that we have going on in our lives. So that should be really interesting. And that's why I wanted to bring up Scott, because I think he's doing a great job of kind of combining those two worlds and using 3D printing as a way to bring those ideas to life. And as I was scrolling today, I saw this one that was pretty interesting. I've never heard of this guy before, but when I saw the design that he had, the thumbnail, I was like, wow, that's actually really cool. So look at this design. That is so cool and fascinating. He's got like a dual screen going on with a keyboard and mouse. And I don't know what the other spaces are for. It seems like we got speakers going on. But he incorporated like this whole computer into like a little tiny footprint. Granted, we have laptops nowadays that do exactly the same thing. But I find this to be so much cooler than a laptop. The design of it, the aesthetics, the colors, the keyboard. I find that to be very, 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 very cool. And that's kind of like the things that I want to see. Like I want to have like a physical industrial design to it and make it, it might be bulky or whatever, but sometimes bulky is cool, it doesn't have to be perfectly thin. I think the iPhone's which one was it? iPhone 8, 6 or 8, I think around those times, it became so thin that people could bend it. And so it became one of those things where it was like we started going too far in one direction, making everything too thin and too small. So I like the fact that we have people who are going through and actually making it a little bit heftier, a little bit more retro, and a little bit strong. Like, oh, look at how cool. The screens can actually go both sideways. So it can be in vertical mode or it can be in both horizontal mode. Wow, that's really cool. Man, I gotta look into this. I wonder, this is where I would love to see like some of these people like teaming up with like some other companies and actually bringing some of these ideas to life, because I think they would do really well. I would love to have one of these things. This would be so cool to have. Wow, that was really cool and interesting. What do you guys think? Is that something that you guys are into? If you are, please drop a follow. Follow me right here on. We got Twitch, we got Kick, we got YouTube. We're on all these different platforms, and we're having a good time. So make sure to give us a follow there. Now, I am not promoting this just yet. I'm trying to get a few streams under my belt and trying to work out some of the technical kinks. Like we did at the beginning of the stream, I had to restart because I had the wrong encoders going and nothing was working properly, but we got to figure it out now. And so yeah, thanks for being here with us. So if you found me, you're one of the first people to actually see my stream, whether it's through recommended or just browsing around and finding it. Welcome. All right, so before we go and play a fun little game, I wanted to also share some trailers that I'm really excited about. When The Mandalorian first came out, I thought it was really cool that we had re-explored Star Wars, exploring different stories within the same universe. Granted, we had the trilogies and things like that, and we had, the Clone Wars, and we had some of these other things, and then we had Andor, then we had Rogue One, then Andor, and along that same time, we had The Mandalorian, and we started exploring these different stories outside of the Skywalker saga, and The Mandalorian just gave it like a fresh new feel that I thought was really cool to Star Wars. So to see the Mandalorian and Grogu coming back or coming to theaters, sooner than I thought, May 22nd. We should be getting another trailer soon. If it's coming May 22nd, this came out 4 months ago. I think we're due for another trailer. But yeah, let's stick in this trailer for Mandalorian and Grogu real quick. Make sure that I actually show it. Here it is. The child. Baby Yoda. Can we talk about how awesome the creatures are in Star Wars? Is this 720p? Let's go. Come on here. Let's go. What? This is the way, baby.
Good shot, baby.
There it is. Now, I'm really curious to see where they take the story, because I think after, what was it, 3 or 4 seasons of The Mandalorian, I think it ended in a pretty good place. And yeah, we all want to know what happened to Grogu and The Mandalorian, but I feel like that story wrapped up in a nice little bow, kind of like Ted Lasso. I'm happy Ted Lasso's coming back for season 4, but you know, it ended perfectly in season 3. So yeah, so I'm curious to see what kind of story they're going to be following on The Mandalorian and Grogu. You know, I feel like if they're going to be starting a new movie, it's got to be taking us in a completely new direction and a much longer story. But considering that we never saw Grogu, you know, in the last trilogy, you know, it makes me wonder what happens. I mean, they do have a long lifespan, and maybe they come back in a new trilogy that they're starting out and tie these all universes together. But yeah, I'm excited. I'm a little surprised I didn't get more views, to be quite honest. Like 11 million views for a Star Wars movie trailer, I feel like it's kind of low compared to like a lot of things that we see for Marvel and stuff like that. So maybe there's not as much excitement, or maybe there'll be more excitement once we get a more full trailer. This is just like a teaser, I think. It's an official trailer, but I think it's more of a teaser. We don't really hear anybody talking too much. There's not much of the story being given away. But yeah, so I'm very excited to see what this new adventure brings. And if you are, hey, let's watch it together. Let's enjoy it together and talk about what crazy theories you guys might have, that what's going to happen, what's not going to happen. And, you know, love to hear from you guys. All right, so tell you what, it is 1:30. We have probably another half hour to go here in this live stream. And I think it's time to just, you know, relax a little bit and just have a good time. And I think what we're going to do right now is going to be jumping into Halo. All right. So yesterday we played the first mission in Halo. And I wish I could tell you that I didn't lose a single life, but that's not what happened. The Covenant kicked my butt a few times. And that's because I haven't played Halo in a while. You know, now that I have 2 kids, it's not easy to find a lot of time to play some video games. And so yeah, so it's a little bit rusty, but now we're going to go on to the next mission and we'll see how we can do. I forget, what's this mission? This is when we first arrive at Halo. So yeah, so this is a fun one. And the last mission was close quarters. We're in the Pillar of Autumn, and there's a lot of explosions and things going on. So now we get to go more of an open space area and kick some Covenant butt.
Chief, can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you.
At last. Are you all right? Can you move?
Seems like I can. Let's go.
The others. The impact.
You gotta make sure you get
There's
all
nothing
this ammo and everything in here, because we're gonna be no, this is what it used to look like. So we'll do a little bit with the old school look right here,
Warning.
and
I've
then we'll
detected
go with
multiple
the
Covenant
new look.
dropships
So
on
let's go with
approach.
old school right now.
I recommend moving into those hills. If we're lucky, the Covenant will believe that everyone aboard this lifeboat died in the crash.
Uh-oh.
Alert! Covenant dropship inbound. They must be looking for survivors. I recommend immediate evasion.
One of the things that I didn't remember from playing before is like how floaty you feel when you're like jumping. Who's coming? Who's coming? You coming? Let's go. Bring it on. Bring it on. Let's go. Also getting used to the remote the controllers again. That's been interesting. I do miss not being able to run right here or sprint. Not miss, but I mean, those are one of the things that we have now in the new games that I wish we had. And we'll see if the new game actually brings some of those features, because they're going to be redoing the Halo 1 campaign. And,
I'm reading a
Unreal
lifeboat
Engine.
beacon over the next hill. We should check to see if there are any survivors.
I haven't done this in a while. Let's see how this goes. Missed every shot, that's okay. Now I'll tell you one thing right now. I'm a gamer, but I'm not a professional gamer, and I'm playing on a remote. So don't judge me too hard. We're just gonna have a good time here, okay?
Don't worry, Sergeant. We'll
All
stay
right.
here until evac arrives.
Heads up! I got a Covenant dropship heading in. Over here.
Some help. Here we go. I remember when I played this, it was a good idea to try like put like a chokehold right here. Oh boy, where am I going? Kind of take out some of the grunts as they approach.
I'm a coward. Looks like I picked the wrong day to stop smoking. Get some. Way to go. Look sharp. Covenant dropship on approach. I could use some help over here. What the?
I don't know about you guys, but I remember Heroic being a little bit more difficult than this. Famous last words. Here we go. I need some help. I need some help. I need some help. Kind of gotta remember what it was like. You know, you kind of have like a memory for like how many shots you can take and things like that. Just gotta... Also, you gotta remember how many shots you gotta shoot this guys. Let's see, where are you coming? Bring it on, let's go. What's your favorite Halo level? Mine's when you meet the Flood for the first time. That was just like, I remember never being so scared before in my life. I was like, what the hell's happening?
Another bandit dropping in behind us. They're trying to flank us.
Oh, they're trying to flank us, oh yeah? We'll see about that. Where are you, little rugrat? Stop hiding. There's another wave. was talking about heroic wasn't harder than that one. You know what? Let's go with a little needler action here. How about that? Let's see. Yes, I dropped the pistol. I know. There. Alright, we're now switching the pistol out. We'll switch this one. More ammo. Do we have more ammo? Let's see. Come on. This gun is not as good as I remembered it. I think the newer and later games is better. Who else we got?
This is Pelican Echo 419. Anybody reading me? Repeat. Any UNSC personnel respond.
Let's go get some health. We're down to
Roger,
our last
Echo
one, so
419.
gotta get
This
some
is
health.
Fire Team Charlie. We read you 5 by 5. That you, Forehammer?
Anything here? We're gonna have to go
Roger,
up
Fire
top.
Team Charlie. Good to
We're gonna
hear
have to go
from
up
you.
top. I don't
If you're
wanna
not
do
too
that.
busy, Forehammer, we could use a lift. We have survivors to transport to the command shuttle.
I'm on my way.
Look, more lifeboats. They're coming in fast. If those lifeboats make it down, the Covenant are going to be right on top of them.
There are the lifeboats.
Foehammer, we need you to disengage your Warthog. The Master Chief and I are going to see if we can save some soldiers. Roger, Cortana. Okay, Charlie Team, Warthog deployed. Saddle up and give them hell. Roger, Foehammer. Stand by to evac survivors and transport them to safety. That's
Let's do this,
affirmative.
everybody. This is the
Echo
fun part.
419 staying on station. Foehammer out. The Master Chief and I need some backup. Can you spare a few men?
Who wants to do a wheelie? Hey, who else is coming? There we go. Come on, bud. Get in. Let's go for a ride.
Sure thing.
This was fun. Let's see where we go here. Now, while the Warthog was fun to ride, it was also very difficult.
Yeah, baby.
Let's try to do some crazy things here. Let's go make it. Let's see how it looks. Oh no, wait. Oh no, there we go. Oh, there we go. Let's look really good here. We're gonna make it up in cinematic here. Ready?
This cave is not a natural formation. Someone built it, so
Uh-oh.
it must lead somewhere.
I hope it didn't die.
Showtime.
Let's go. Let's go for a ride. Get in. Get in, dummy. What's the horn? There we go. There we go. Oh. Alright, so A's break.
I've hacked into the Covenant battle map. They're actually broadcasting tactical data on unencrypted channels. We should show them who they're dealing with. Master Chief, I'm going to use your suit's transcom system to monitor their chatter.
Uh-oh, uh-oh. Oh no. Like I said, very difficult to drive. Sometimes it would crush you if you weren't careful. Where's the other guy? Come on, get in. There we go. The hell is that? Oh no. What is this? Ooh, achievement unlocked. Oh, this is interesting.
I am experiencing such a mixture of anticipation and dread.
I don't remember this from the game.
Preparations are complete for my installation. In accordance with the final dictum of the Ecumene Council, I have released myself of all remaining connections to my former station.
That's guilty. 3 for 3.
This was not difficult.
Guilty spark.
What was could never be again.
The monitor.
We had seen to that quite thoroughly.
Ooh, I've never seen all the monitors together.
Through the Great Portal, a gathering of my fellow monitors was convened upon the Lightworkers Crash to distribute the final index collection.
Did you guys know this little terminal could be this little animatic?
It was most unusual to have this vessel of rebirth play host to such an event. Even though Lightworker ships were the only ones still allowed slip space permissions. Lightworkers were responsible for getting us to our places on the active facilities of the array. While all of this was in accordance with the plan, one entirely unsatisfactory breakdown remained. We had no contact with the domain.
Guessing those are the Forerunners.
The history of all Forerunners was now lost to us. We relied upon the permanence of the domain to preserve our record of the events that led to this point. But without that record, would future civilizations know anything about us? Or only of our weapons? My fellow monitor, 049 Adject Testament, had only one comment on this before we went our separate ways.
We deserve to be forgotten.
Perhaps. Perhaps. But now, the portal opens, and through it, the familiar shape awaits. Halo. Home.
Oh, resume. Yeah. So that was really interesting. I'd never seen that before. So it's a happy accident that we fell down there. But we are supposed to go that way, I think. Yeah. Oh no. Oh, we made it. We barely made it. Yeah, baby. Oh boy, here we go. I remember this part. Please shoot somebody.
How'd that feel?
Come on, guys. Kill the Covenant. Let's go.
What the? Over here. Ow. Oh. Nice shot.
Now this is a mission that's probably a lot more fun when you do co-op. I remember back in the day we used to get like 3 or 4 people and just do a co-op, and you can play with 4 people at a time. And you just mount up in the Warthog with like 2 or 3 other people, or oh no. There we are, we're done. That's the tricky part about that mission, is that they can throw a random plasma grenade and then you're dead. But yeah, this was Man, this mission was so much fun when you had a lot of people playing with you. Take out their lead first, please. Come on, shoot him, shoot him, shoot him, shoot him, shoot him. Alright, we're gonna have to do this our way. Master Chief way, let's go.
Like that!
We have to come up here and turn on the bridge. Yeah, dude. Oh no, oh no. Yeah. Oh, you like that? No motions left. How you doing, man? Welcome to the stream. I hope you're having a good time. Very first chatter, man. Appreciate it. I like that little fish emote that you got going on. Did you ever play Halo before? Yeah, there we go. Yeah, like I was saying, this was so much fun to play with. You have co-op and you have like a whole bunch of people playing with you. We used to get a whole bunch of people in one house, bring a whole bunch of TVs and Xboxes and just play together. Now you can do it online and that's all cool and all, but man, we would go through like pizza and just order a whole bunch of stuff and just have a good time. Alright, how about we send it again? Let's go to Elites. I'm gonna show them how it's done. Let's go. Oh, I gotta switch my bindings here. Here we go. Alright. So you guys are waiting for me right here, right? Yeah, there you go. Take that. Give me some room. Now you can die. There you go. You want some too? You want some too? There we go. That's how it's done. No emotions. Let's go. I got some emotions right here. Let's go. Let's turn on that bridge. Now, the first time you turn on this bridge, it's pretty cool. I've never seen anything in a video game like this before. Look at that. It's so pretty. How you doing, no emotions? Let's go. Well, I got buddies here alive. Let's see. Hope so. Alright, let's go for a ride. Uh-oh. There they are. Let's go.
Back me up.
So my first chatter is on Kick. That's awesome.
There's new traffic
How you
on the
liking
Covenant
Kick?
Battle network. A
I'm
lot
kinda new
more
to it.
crew made it off the Autumn than I had predicted. The captain really gave them hell. If we can find Captain Keyes and the other survivors, we have a chance to coordinate an effective resistance.
Now it's really cool when you get in the mission with the Scorpion here. Man, that's a lot of fun. You're just like a one-man wrecking crew with that thing. See how we're doing in time. Alright. This is what's so cool about Halo. You're going from like this weird inside massive, you know, underground structure, and then you go into this big open environment. You got the epic music kicking in. You know what I'm talking about? This is the good stuff, man. Now with multiplayer games, yes, there's a lot of fun. You can do a lot of cool things, play with your friends. But the story, I love playing stories and playing video games that have fun, interesting stories. We gotta go rescue some people over here. Here we go. It's one of those things that this environment was so wide open that you get lost and you wouldn't know which way to go. So they have some little pointers for you to find your people here. Let's go. Check out this covenant right here.
Marines
There we go.
are concealed in those rocks.
More where that came from. I'm on fire, baby!
Alright, let's rescue some of our guys over here. Where are the bad guys? Where are the bad guys? Let's go. There we go. Going to dropship. Where is he? Let's go. Let's get some health. Get some more ammo. Where are the bad guys here? Let's go. Oh, here we go. Those jackets are a pain in the ass. You can take me on? Okay, maybe you can. Okay. Bob and weave, bob and weave. Who else is shooting at me? Uh-oh, that's who. Alright, this were some nicely placed grenades come in. And I missed them all. Oh no, I'm dead. I'm dead. They got me. He got me. I should have gotten back in the car. That's what I should have done. I forget about that. I gotta get back in the Warthog, man.
Over here.
Got everybody? Alright. Now, when the dropship comes, we're gonna have the upper hand now. It's all coming back to me, man. It's all coming back to me, little by little. It's been a while. It's alright. It's coming back to me now. It's all coming back to me now.
More over here. Roger that.
Let's just wait till they get off, and then we'll give them a nice little welcome. Let's go give them a welcome right now. How about that? Yeah. How do you like them apples, huh? Who's got the upper hand now? Who's got the upper hand now? That's what I thought. Let's go.
Want some more?
Yeah, I want some more. Bring it. Bring it. Any more Covenant when they're gonna get some of this. Let's go. Stop hiding. Stop hiding, you little coward. I know you're in there.
More of them.
Oh, more Covenant? Here we go. Bring it. Let's go.
Take that. Nice shot.
You gotta do a little slide here like this. And then you take a whole bunch of them out. There we go. Just like that. That's some new tech for you right here from old school days. You gotta do the slide. That takes them all out. Alright, is that the end of this mission? Come on, let's go. We got places to be. Things to do. Is that it? We get them all? Oh, nope, here we are.
There it is.
Done. Run, you cowards, run, run.
Want some more of this? The pool is now in session.
Let's go. Come on, no more. Oh, you guys want more? We're just killing Covenant like for fun here. Let's do it. They want to keep bringing it. The UNSC has got you covered, everybody. We got our Warthog. We're unstoppable. Let's go. Those guys in the hill are not helping at all, but that's okay. We're here to protect them, take care of them. Like we do. Right, Mr. Peanut? Let's go. Boom. Done. Next.
Echo 419 to Cortana.
Survivors. We're all good. There we go.
We read you, Echo 419. We have survivors and need immediate dust off.
Roger, Cortana. On my way.
Get some ammo,
I
get some
spotted
help.
additional lifeboats in your area.
We're good to go.
One near the cliff edge.
Let's go get the other guys.
And another near the head of the river. Hard to see from my altitude, but it looks like there are more survivors.
Yeah, there's survivors.
Acknowledged. We're on our way.
Right, there they are. We're gonna make sure they're good. They're good. Let's go get our guys somewhere. Where are we going? I think we gotta go back out somewhere we came in. Oh, this was so satisfying. Let's look at the water, what it used to look like before. This is what the water used to look like before.
Over here.
Look at the grass. No grass whatsoever. It was just like a texture. People nowadays have it so good. Everything looks so beautiful. We used to this, and to us at the time, to be fair, this looked amazing. So I'm not gonna knock it too much, but man, look at this water. Look at all this stuff. Now, one thing's like I'm a little lost here. I know we used to have markers, but well, where's my markers for the new stuff here? Give me a break, okay? It's been like 20 years since I played one of these missions when it first came out. You know what I'm talking about? Anybody there? Nope, just me? Okay, great. Let's do it. One thing that I want to test out is this whole clip it thing. If I do something cool, I'm going to have to clip it, okay? Let's just do this jump right here. Ah! Oh, landed it. Landed it. Oh, here's the other entrance. There we go. Found you. Let's go save our people. Now this one I remember being a little bit more difficult. Oh yeah. I remember now. This is not going to be a walk in the park like the other one.
There are some Marines hiding in the hills above the structure.
Hiding in the hills? Oh no. Here comes the grenades. And I lost one of you guys. I lost my gunner. I lost my passenger. Now one old school technique that I had was I'm gonna park this somewhere where he's got a clear line of sight. Right here, and then now I'm gonna go take care of business. Gotta get throwing grenades again. Those grenades sucked. Let's see. Who's next? Who's next? Where am I going? Oh, gotta go the other way. Let's go. We're gonna need some Covenant weapons here for sure, so I'm gonna have to go switch them out. Where's your weapon? There we go. The reason why I'm doing this is because it's much better against their shields. And cracking their shields and killing them, actually. So, let's see. Checkpoint. Nice. How are you guys doing? You guys having a good time? Are you guys enjoying this Halo content? I hope you are. I love this game. I haven't played it in a while, but let's see. Where are my people here? Where are they hiding? Are they further up the hill? I don't know, but I know how we got more Covenant that just came in. I'm gonna take care of this guys. Grunts are so funny. I think next time we play, we're gonna put this the skull that gives you the confetti when they die.
Foehammer's on station and ready for another pickup.
Affirmative,
let's go.
Foehammer. We're ready for dust-off. Approach when ready.
Bro, hammer.
We're going to look for the last lifeboat, Echo 419.
Ooh, fall damage. I forgot about that. Oh man, we're running out of time. We're gonna have to leave here soon. Let's go. Where's my ride? Where's my dude? There's my dude. Let's go. We survived. Hey. Get in. Get in. Somebody get in. Alright, nobody's getting in. Let's go. My gunner guy's seen better days.
No running.
Gonna follow the bad guys over here. They're probably taking to where I'm supposed to go. There you go. Take that.
Warning. I picked up reports that the Covenant has located and secured the Pillar of Autumn's crash site.
No, can't do that.
The good news is the captain is still alive. The bad news is that the Covenant has captured the entire surviving command crew.
Oh no.
Let's hurry and find the final lifeboat so we can link up with the rest of the survivors. Maybe they took cover in that structure. Let's check it out.
Let's do it, Cortana.
Here comes more. Whoa. Ashburn. Need it.
I'm gonna park you right here. There you go. Who's shooting at me? Who's shooting me? Wait, that's not nice. You wouldn't happen to have any grenades, would you? Oh, no, 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 no. I need to run. Where's the entrance? I'm gonna have to do this the fast way. Let's go. Any messages? No, no messages. Alright, let's go. This is either gonna go really well or really, really bad. Oh. Really, really bad. Everything went really bad. Went really, really bad. Really bad. Oh my god, oh my god. Clip it. Let's clip it. Woohoo! Oh, see you guys. Bye. Take that. Take that. How do you like them apples? Now, I just clipped it twice. I have no idea if it actually clipped it or not, but you guys will have to let me know and we'll find out later. But this is part of this whole testing process. Low battery. I need a new gun. I need a weapon. I need a weapon. Oh, they're down here. I forgot about that.
I've called for an evac.
How did that feel? Please. Evac, pronto.
Oh, almost fell. Ooh, the music is so epic. I love the music in this thing. It's so good. Where are the bad guys? Let's go.
We should secure the area before the dropship arrives.
Okay, where are the bad guys? Show me. Follow the motion sensor. Aw. You kidding me? I have to go down below again? Oh. bad guy. Oh my dang.
That's the last of them. Roger that. I'm on my way.
New traffic on the Covenant BattleNet. I found Captain Keyes. He's
Let's
being
go get
held
him.
on a Covenant
Let's
cruiser,
get him.
The Truth and Reconciliation, a ship I disabled before we abandoned the Autumn.
Oh, such a good name. Truth and Reconciliation.
The Truth and Reconciliation touched down on a desert plateau roughly 300 kilometers upspin.
I have a lot of ammo here. I think that's the end of this mission, if I'm not mistaken. Oh, this guy didn't make it. Whoopsies. Whoopsies.
There's our ride. Get aboard and let's get out of here.
Welcome aboard, Master Chief.
Let's
Ready for
go.
dust-off.
Let's go. Just like that, we did that mission. We crushed it. We only did it a couple times, but that's
We should move
okay.
out, Lieutenant, and then we'll need your
And
help on a
yeah,
rescue
I
mission.
think that's where we're gonna leave it for today's game. Hope you enjoyed it. Thank you to No Emotions Left for leaving that one chat. It's great to have you guys here. Thank you for coming out and checking out the stream. We'll be coming back again on Monday. But yeah, that's it for Halo. Let's see. Let's we're gonna have to move back up here. Let's see.
The enemy has captured Captain Keyes and are holding him aboard one of their cruisers, the Truth and Reconciliation. The
Oh,
ship is
this is such
currently
a good
holding
mission.
position approximately
We're gonna have to
300
skip it.
meters above the other end of this plateau.
Sorry guys, it's time to go. Let's quit. I want to quit. I want to stop. Oh, save and quit. There we go. Save and quit. Yep. Oh, no. Yep. Save and quit. There we go. We're going to go back over here. We're going to go back over here. Let's turn on some music so we can say a proper goodbye. Let's see. Boom. Some chill tones, some chill music. All right. Let's, we got to move it up over here. All right. So yeah, that's it. That's it for today. I hope you had a good time. This was a great learning experience for me. We managed to, oh, there's my timer. We managed to do a lot of cool things today. We went live on YouTube. We went live on Kick. We went live on Twitch. 3 different platforms at the same time from one computer, from one location, bringing you some fun entertainment news, bringing you some news about mod books and AIs creating their own Facebook and taking over the world. Also, we have some Canon stories about Canon releasing some cool new lenses that we can use for some amazing landscape photography or astrophotography, some low light stuff, some fisheye lenses for some just really up close action. And yeah, it's been a lot of fun. This was a really fun experience. I hope you guys had a good time. And I look forward to doing this more often in the future. My plan will be next week to do a Monday through Thursday stream. Sometimes, I'm not gonna lie, I have to work up the courage to get in front of camera and just talk to everybody and just figure out a plan, all the things that we're gonna do, or the things that we're gonna talk about, and bring it all together. But you know, I'm excited for it. I'm, you know, excited for new opportunities. I'm excited to build a fun new community. I'm excited to get to meet a lot of you guys out there. And yeah. Thank you so much. I hope you have a fantastic weekend, or let's just say I have a really good weekend. And I'll be seeing you guys again on Monday. All right. That's going to end it. Goodbye.